Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? I'm so sorry, I'm so very late. Story of my life. They say I'm gonna be late for my own funeral. So how's everyone doing on this Monday? I hope you're having a fantastic Monday so far. I was trying to wait for my husband to leave to go to work, but he's still sitting around in the living room. So if you hear anybody talking in the background, he's in there. I wanted to come on here too and finish this wreath, and also remind everyone that today is the last day to sign up for, hey Tamara, have you painted your turkey yet? To sign up for the virtual paint party to paint the Grinch hand, which will be, this one, I've got green paint all over my hands, y'all, because this is what I was painting this morning. But this is what we will be painting next month for November. And then it has the ornament that hangs from the bottom. That's the way the ornament will be completed. And you can see some pictures on my Facebook of this. Not yet, soon I hope. So, cutoff date for virtual paint party for the Grinch hand is today. So y'all get over to the website and y'all join. And I've had several ask if they still had to, if they subscribe to do the Grinch hand, if they would have to do it next month too. No, you do not. Like I've told you before, you're not obligated to stay into the groups. All you have to do is cancel your subscription. So, hey Tara, so after you sign up and before your next payment's due, you can go into your PayPal and you can cancel your subscription. And that'll be it. So y'all make sure you get in, because the Grinch hand is one of the best sellers, and it's been one of the best sellers for me for about 3 years, might be 4 years. So y'all don't want to miss that. Today's the cutoff date. Get in, get in, get in. All right, so we're gonna do the, I'm gonna finish the cross wreath with y'all, and yeah. So I showed you, I think it was Friday, how I did the crosses and put the stain on there and distressed it and just gave it that rugged kind of look. So today I'm going to show you how I make this wreath, and this wreath sells pretty good during Easter time, and it's a very simple wreath. The hardest part is actually getting the crosses and getting those cut out and stained and give it, give it that rugged look. And it's still not that hard, but it's the easiest wreath really that I've done. I'm out of breath. Are you wearing the earrings? I sure am, Tara. I love these little earrings. They're so light and just dainty little earrings. I love them. So yes, so y'all, my earrings came from Tara Shady from Southern Girl Boutique by Tara. So if y'all want to check her page out, y'all go ahead. She has some cute jewelry, tassel earrings, and all kind of little good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and what I'm going to do with the cross wreaths and the way I'm going to attach these are by, sometimes I'll use the floral wire to staple on the back, but today I'm going to use the pipe cleaners or Chanel stems, whatever you want to call them. I call them pipe cleaners. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to attach one at the top and one at the bottom. And my staple gun, since my grapevine, this is coming here, I want my pipe cleaner to go in the side of it this way, so I'm going to do my pipe cleaner to go up and down like this. This is a staple gun. This is more of a heavy duty staple gun, and this has like the half circle kind of staples, but you can use any normal regular little staple gun. And I'm just going to staple those on there, and you can see that this staple is it's rounded. It's not a flat one. And I don't know, I just like using that for this. And it actually, your pipe cleaner can move inside of it. So that's what I will be doing with these crosses. I'm just going to staple them on there. I'll try to get them centered in there. And I'm going to do it to the two little small ones. Add those on there. And since these are going down here and my grapevine, they're going to be like going across. Instead of doing these straight up and down, I'm going to do these sideways. it really probably doesn't matter. I love all your work. I'll probably hang my Grinch hand every Christmas. Oh, thank you, Dana. Yeah, that Grinch hand, I'm telling you, that thing just, everybody fell in love with it. And y'all, my virtual paint party, if you're new and you're not sure what that's about, when you join, what I will do, I will send you a blank door hanger of the Grinch hand and then the ornament. And I will give you all the paint colors and give you the ribbon to make your bow. And then I will do a tutorial that will be emailed straight to your email of showing you how to paint the Grinch hand. So if you're not one that wants to cut, the virtual paint party is probably the way to go. And today's the last day. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of put my crosses to where I think I want them to go. And so then I'm going to take this pipe cleaner. I'm going to take it through the grapevine. Do you want to come help? Joey, I'm live. Exactly why I didn't want to come live while he's here. And I'm just going to pull it down to where I want it. And then just take it around the back. Well, I can't really show you because my thing is going to go everywhere. And I'm just going to tie it pretty tight, as tight as I can get it. And just twist it. And then I would cut all the extra piece off the back of it. And then kind of tuck it in there. I'll show y'all that in just a second. So how's everybody doing? Hey, Danielle. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to kind of take it through my grapevine. And this is an easy way to attach wooden pieces to wreaths. Okay, I can trying to show you. But you see how I pulled it through my grapevine? And now all I'm going to do, y'all please overlook my green paint. But that's usually the way I roll with paint all over me. And I'm just going to twist it really good. And then, let's see if my wire cutters can cut this without it being. Usually something thin like this is better to, I'm just going to kind of tuck that in just to snap it off with my scissors. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing with the other two little crosses. And if you feel like that's not secure enough, which I mean it's not going to go anywhere, but you can also add the pipe cleaners on the sides. Alright, let's get the small ones. That just fell. Let's get the small crosses on here. And I kind of get these a little bit level. Try to get them level. Hey, Miss Betty, how are you? And then I just put my pipe cleaners in my grapevine. Can't talk. Same way I did the big cross. Sometimes this grapevine, it kind of wants to bend your pipe cleaners and make it a little bit more challenging for you. Christina, you can cancel the subscription anytime. Thank you, Christina. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have a time getting this thing to feed through there. There we go. Once we get these hung or in there, it will be smooth sailing. So we're just going to get it tight and then twist it. Then we're going to do the same thing at the top. And I just noticed I still got the price tag on this wreath, which unfortunately Hobby Lobby has went up on these wreaths. This is a 24-inch oval grapevine wreath. They was $7.99 at Hobby Lobby, but they are now $8.99 at Hobby Lobby. So I guess they didn't think they were killing the crafters to begin with, so they're just going to add on a little bit more. And the bad thing about the grapevine wreaths is they're never on sale at Hobby Lobby. You will never find the grapevine wreaths on sale. But now you could use, I was just getting the tag off, and it has this aggravating little silver thing on the back of it that holds a paper tag on there. Why they have to secure it so tightly with that, I have no idea. Alright, we're just going to put our other one on there. But with the grapevine wreaths, you can use the 40% off coupon when you get it from Hobby Lobby. And Joann's or Michael's, they may put their grapevines on sale. I'm not sure. Those are two places I don't shop at too often. Hobby Lobby's my main go-to for supplies when it comes like this. Yeah, that's right, Kimberly. You could use the 40% off coupon, which helps out a lot. The only bad thing about that is if you have to buy more than one, then you can only use that coupon one time. I meant for one item. But if you take a friend with you, hey Brittany, then they could check out with one and use a coupon. And I'm just pulling this down tight, y'all. I need a little bit more on that side. To just kind of secure it a little bit better. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Alright, so there's the 3 crosses. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flip it over and I'm going to cut my pipe cleaners off the back of the 2 little crosses that I just attached. And then kind of tuck it in. And the reason I tuck it in, because once you cut it off, you have like that, the wire that's a little bit sharp and it may scratch the doors. We are getting a Hobby Lobby, and right next to it is in Harbor Freight. Oh, well, there you go. They're going to hook you up, girlfriend. Hobby Lobby and a Harbor Freight. Which, you know, I've been in Harbor Freight twice, maybe. We have one in Florence. Oh, thank you, Betty. Yeah, I don't know, which I think I like it so much because of what it resembles. You know, our good Lord, the Savior. Alright, so that's the hardest part of this wreath, y'all. That is the hardest part. Now we're gonna, I got a piece of, look like pine tree. Love seeing the cross wreath. Oh, thank you, Miss Susie. And if you see some sprigs hanging down, just go ahead and you can cut those right off. And with this wreath, I think I'm going to just use the pipe cleaner to attach. Look at there, I'm bleeding. That pipe clean, that grapevine wreath scratched the mess out of me. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to attach a pipe cleaner to the back of it. And I'm just going to kind of take it up through here. And then I'm going to twist it. And this is just going to be a hook for them to hang it if they want to. And I'm just going to take it over. And all I do is take it through some of the grapevine. And that huge grapevine's right there in the way. I'm just kind of wrapping my that pipe cleaner, y'all, so it won't stick into the door. You can cut it off if you want to, but that just gives it a little hook there for them to hang it. So, all right, now these come from Hobby Lobby. These was on sale last week for 50% off. This week it would be the floral, which is like the flower picks. So I'm just gonna cut me a couple of these off. And when you're doing a wreath, cut these suckers apart. That'll save you a lot of money if you just break them down instead of trying to use one big old pick. Take them apart and just separate them, and that just gives you more pieces to work with, and then you have better placement with them by taking them apart. Hello guys, how's everybody? Alright, that might be enough. If not, then I'll cut some more in a minute. These are $9.99 and then half off on the weeks that they're half off. And I have a hot glue skillet. Well, it's not a hot glue skillet. It's actually just a regular cooking skillet, except I ordered this one offline off Amazon. I think it's like an 8-inch little thing. And I have just, and it's not melted yet. It is, but it just melts your hot glue. And you just throw the little sticks of glue, hot glue in there, and it melts it down. And that is a lifesaver for when, if you make a lot of wreaths, then you definitely need to invest in a skillet. And if you make a lot, they have them at Walmart, so they're the bigger ones. But that is so much easier to use instead of just using the hot glue gun and trying to get it on the little vines here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take these little picks, and you see how I separated them and just made several little pieces. Hey Brian, hey Linda. So I'm just going to dip it in to the hot glue, then I'm going to put it in place. I don't make a lot of wreaths, but if you're interested in learning more of how to make wreaths, if you've never heard of her, she makes beautiful wreaths. Klee. It's K-E-L-E-A, I think. But she actually has a school where she teaches you how to make wreaths. Hey Jessica. So if you're interested in learning how to make beautiful wreaths, then you definitely need to check her out. I was actually in her school for a month or two, and I really enjoyed it, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot. But woodworking is my thing. I love to mess with wood, but I've learned some really good tips just from being in her group the little while that I was. So if you haven't checked her out, go and check her out. And she does all kind of tutorials. Each month you get a I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 tutorials. I'm showing you different things or different ways to make different wreaths. But she's awesome. Like I said, I loved it. But alright, I do have to cut some more of these off. Hey Brenda. Yeah, she's great. Yes, she is. I love being in Klee's group. And she just does some really easy to follow instructions and showing you every step. So if making wreaths is something that you would like to learn, she is definitely the lady you need to hook up with. Alright, So do you see how those are? And all I did was stuck them in there. It's like little grass. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add moss. And I can't really add moss with the glue skillet because I'm just not good like that. So I have my glue gun hooked up too. We're done with, hey everybody, we're done with the staple guns. Just set that over there. Sorry y'all, my throat's been so dry. How much do these retail for? Taylor. Honey, I think I have them on there for 80. I think I have them on there for 80. But they're on my Etsy if you want to, because I might be wrong. I have so many different items till I get the prices and stuff a little bit confused. But you can go on my Etsy and check at the price. But I want to say I think I got them for 80. So now I'm just, something just popped over there. Just going to add moss. And I'm going to do that by just spreading. And I'm even going to put them on the bottom of my crosses. I'm sorry y'all know this view kind of sucks. I should have brought my easel out here. And I'm just going to take the hot glue and I'm just going to squirt it all over it. And then I'm going to lay the moss on top of it. This is a little bit of a different kind of moss than I normally use for these. What I usually have kind of has the dirt hooked onto it. Thanks, I'm always unsure how to price mine. Yeah, there's a lot of things you have to consider when you're pricing handmade items. But I've gotten a little bit better at pricing. And you just kind of have to tell yourself too, if, you know, you can't really make nothing to give away, you know. Hey, Melinda. All right. And like I said, I'm just taking my glue and just squirting it all over my grapevine. And then I'm going to stick the moss on top of it. And this is not a good glue gun. I had the worst luck with glue guns. And just be careful when you're doing this because the moss will, the glue will come through that moss and get your fingers. See, but that's the way it's doing so far. So we're just kind of making a base down there for it. Kind of looks like the ground in a way. Alright, we're gonna, wait a minute, before I start getting that, let me get me some more moss. Getting my moss ready. Okay. That moss right there, I think I got it from Walmart. But if you use it a lot, you will wind up having some green fingers. I'm telling you, I have the worst luck with glue guns. I hate these things, I really do. See, it's barely wanting to come out. And it's going to aggravate me. So I'm not going to put much moss on there, and I'm going to may have to put some more glue than put some more moss on top of that. Alright. And I'm just mashing it, pressing it so that glue can get in that moss really good. Trying to make sure my glue gun, maybe that stick just needs to get heat up a little bit more. I don't know. Alright. We're going to add some more moss. Yeah, y'all see that? Watch it. It's like barely coming out. This is so aggravating. I don't know if that's my good glue gun or not. I think this is my old one, and this is the one that messed up on me. I have gone through glue guns like crazy. I know I bought at least 5 glue guns, and I don't use them a lot. Don't use them a whole lot, but they just drive me crazy, 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 crazy. Since I have one here, I'm gonna go ahead and put, or since I have my moss here, get a stick and dip it in your pan. I could do that. I'd probably make a mess. I would probably have glue everywhere. But I think I'm fixing to try it because these glue guns is gonna drive me nuts. I don't even know if this one's getting hot. It's barely getting hot. Let me try the glue gun one more time. Yep, a stick. Now let's just see if I can find a stick. I don't have a stick. I'm gonna just use I just use a glue stick to do it. Alright, y'all. Y'all might be about to see me make a mess. Ooh, yes, Lord, have mercy. We will learn together in this video then. Alright, that may be enough. Let's see. Alright, that worked. Thank you, Brenda. I've seen Khalid do that. But y'all see how it dripped on this place? That's why I put some more extra moss on that side. Because it kind of dripped on there. And if you see, I'm kind of just covering up the bottom of my cross too. To kind of give it that realistic look of it sitting in the, what is this? Like in the ground. Alright, let's cut. Some more of these. I'm thinking about doing, let me do one more on that side. Alright. We're going to do one on this side, and we're going to do one more coming out that side. This is a very simple design. It's not, I think maybe this one needs to go up a little bit higher to match that side. Alright, so this is the way it looks so far. And it's just spriggy, the grass sprigging out. Alright, now we're going to add the bow. I've already made the bow. And it's just a regular burlap bow. And of course, I used my bow dabber. Hey, Donna. Hey, Nina. How are y'all? If y'all don't mind, hit the share button and share this for me. And for all those that's just hopping on, today's the last day to sign up for the virtual paint party to get in to paint the Grinch hand. And I'm just going to, the floor wire that's on the back, I'm going to kind of just try to weave it in through my grapevine and grab it on the other side if I can. Sometimes, like I said, this is the most aggravating thing. Alright, I'm just going to take it in behind my cross and take this side in on this side of my cross, because I'm also going to staple this down. Makes a great Easter wreath. Love it. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, that's I sell it more during Easter time than any time. I said, Lord knows, I've been doing Christmas and fall, and now I got a little piece of grapevine right there. Now I'm doing a little bit of Easter. I'm covering all the seasons in one season. Sorry, I'm not really used to doing this sitting with the wreath sitting down. Alright, so I'm just going to cut off that extra wire. I'm just going to tuck the wire in to the grapevine a little bit. Alright. Now I'm just going to kind of spread my ribbon to where I want it. And now I'm going to take my staple gun and I'm going to staple this onto that wood cross just to secure it a little bit more. Okay, I was about to say, well, Lord knows I missed the whole cross, but it got it. Thank you, Kathy. All right, and just do it and just press down. There we go. And that just gives me a little bit more confidence that this bow is not going to just fall off. Because sometimes I can't get the bow as tight as I want it when I'm trying to like get it through the grapevine. And that way, stapling it, I know it's not going to go nowhere. So we have a purple tulip. And we're going to add that purple tulip just right here. It's not going to be something that just pops out at you. It's going to be a little bit hidden. I'm just trying to make a spot so once I get my glue on there to kind of go in there pretty good. So it's just kind of hid a little bit, but you can see the pop of the purple in there. See that burlap bow, it just brings it all together. A bow does a lot. If you have something that you want it to make a little bit bigger of a statement, add you a bow to it. Now I'm going to add, I have no idea what kind of flower this is, but we're going to add this on this side just to give it a little bit of pop of color on this side. And like I said, I'm just kind of trying to get a spot to where I can push it down enough to so it's not just sticking into the moss, it's actually sticking into the grapevine a little bit. That way it holds a little bit more. Thank you, Sonia. Oh, wait a minute. Do you have a video on how you do your bows? Randy, yes. There's one. You should be able to go and look through my videos, and I did do one on using the Bowdabra, because that's the way that I make my bows. How many door hangers do you average a week? Taylor? Oh, Lord. I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on what my daily schedule is with family. Like with kids, you know, it gets a little bit crazy, but I try to get, gosh, I really don't know. I don't know. Like this week, and this may not seem like a lot to some people, but like this week, my goal is to get out at least 20 orders this week. Because like right now, got a little over 50 orders on my Etsy. And then trying to manage my inside scoop, I got to do some videos on there, and my virtual paint party, just trying to get all this stuff together. So that's kind of slowed me down a little bit on getting orders out. But, so that's the little pop of flowers in there. And like I said, it just gives it a little bit of pop of color. Now the last thing is this little thing. I'm so awful with flowers, y'all. I have no idea what these things are called. But I love it. And I actually use this too with on a carrot that I do for Easter. It is the cutest little thing, and it looks just like the top of a carrot. I'm just gonna cut this tag off. Because there ain't nobody wanting no decoration with no tag on there. This little piece was $3.99 at Hobby Lobby. Then you get it half off. These are actually half off this week. So I just cut that stem off, probably about 2 inches. And this I'm going to stick up under my bow and kind of work it down like in my grapevine. And I may have to cut that off a little bit more because I don't want it to go through completely. That's awesome. I'm struggling 10 a week, but I'm a stay-at-home mom with an 8-month-old. Oops, sorry, y'all. Taylor, I know the feeling. I'm telling you. Like, well, when my two gets home from school, they are at each other's throat 24/7. And then Eli started football because it was, you know, first is baseball and softball. Well, he started football and just trying to manage everything. To washing clothes, to washing up some dishes, and, you know, that's what I said. Working at home is a challenge itself because of you have everything right here in front of you, and it's hard not to go over your floor real quick during the middle of your work day. And that's what slows me down a good bit. And I told my husband the other day, I said, you know what? I said, I'm just going to have to let the house go for a little while so I can get orders out. Because I've had, this year has been my worst year so far with getting orders out from Etsy. And like I said, you know, me just launching my Inside Scoop and the virtual paint parties, and it just, that stuff takes a lot more time than I ever thought it would. But it's been worth it because I have enjoyed my Inside Scoop so far. We're only into the second week, and I have really enjoyed it. So I'm just trying to get my ribbon straight and even. But it is really hard to manage work in your house and stuff while you're working at home. All right, y'all, that's it. She is done. That's her. Y'all see how pretty that is? And then see how the way that hangs at the bottom? And I see glue. So what I would do is I would come and make sure I get all my glue strands out the way, because I don't want glue strands hanging everywhere. And if I see some spots that I can see the glue, then what I'll do is I'll get some more, love the wreath, thank you Taylor, then I'll get a little bit more of the moss and kind of fill that spot in and cover that glue up so you don't have no glue popping out you. So I'm just going to get a little bit, and let's see if this glue gun can do. I see some glue there, so I'm just going to, like I said, try to cover it up with some moss. And 20 a week, that's a good week. That is like a really good week for me. Because I don't have nobody helping at all. I have to get all my designs, all my cutouts, you know, I have to cut them out myself. There's some glue here I want to cover up. I mean, so I do it all myself, and it just, girl, love it. That's so pretty. Thank you so much, Betty. Thank you, Shelby. Thank y'all. Alright, so we're just covering up some of that glue because I don't want the glue to show. Where did you get the crosses? Rita, I make them. I cut them out and de-stress them myself. I actually have a video, should be probably about 2 or 3 videos below, or I did it Friday, of showing you how I de-stressed it with putting the stain on here. But I have a Dremel, and I use my Dremel, and that's how I get like this little design around the edges of them. And then I just hit it and make these marks into the wood. And then by adding that stain, well, I paint it white, and then by adding the stain on here, it gets into the creases and gives it the darker look. So yeah, but that's it. And that is a very, very pretty wreath for Easter. I love it for Easter. And it can actually be for, you know, every day. Does it have to be just for Easter? Trying to back up so y'all can kind of see a little bit better. But that's it. And then that hangs down. Let me see. Can y'all see it like this stuff hanging? I like to spread it out, but I see some glue. So I clean it up and try to get all my glue marks out. Glue marks, all my glue strings. Thank you, Amy. And then the back. And if I see any kind of like little picks shine going through, I see one here, but that's not quite sticking out enough to do anything with. But if you was to stick it and it would come through, just take your wire cutters and cut it off, or you try to tuck it back in there. Country theme, yes. Yes, all the farmhousey people that loves all the farmhousey stuff, this would be perfect. Yes, I didn't even think about that. So that's it, girls. I'm gonna get off of here, and I've got to get back to painting the Grinch hands before I have to go get those 2 Rugrats of mine, and then I got to check and see if Eli has a football game tonight. Maybe he won't, but I want to get those 4 Grinch hands out today, and then this wreath. So that'll be 5 orders today that I want to get out. So, thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Donna. All right, well, thank y'all so much for joining me. Y'all don't forget about the VPP, the virtual paint party. Y'all go over and y'all get signed up for that so y'all can paint the Grinch hand with me next month, because everybody needs a Grinch hand. And that's it. And I posted today that about the Inside Scoop will be reopening November the 1st through the 8th. So make sure you share that with your friends, because anyone that would love to learn how to make like the wooden crosses, my Inside Scoop is the perfect place to be. That's it, guys. I'm going to let y'all off. I'm not going to take any more of your time. Thank y'all so much for joining me. If you don't mind, hit the share button and share this for me. I would so appreciate it. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.